Hello students, I am receiving comments from our class. Many students actively participate and try their level best to give the answers of all the questions which we discussed in lecture. So thank you so much for your very much motivating support. Now in our last lecture we talked about various banking websites and online banking facility, and today we will compare traditional commerce versus e-commerce. So let's start without any disturbance. Due to the growth of internet, the nature of competition in traditional way of doing business and using e-commerce has changed significantly. As you are aware that day by day competition is increasing, okay, and in that situation, because of competition is increasing day by day, okay, the people who want to use internet, they decide that they not only provide the traditional way of doing business, but they also participate along with e-commerce. So the way how you want to do the business using e-commerce, well, it affect to the business house in a very different way. In a traditional commerce, the business have to compete within the single industry and a limited geographical area. Like for example, somebody has a shop in Bhavnagar, then their competitor of other shop owner in Bhavnagar, they are limited in a limited geographical area of Bhavnagar. Whereas if you have a website through which you are doing your e-commerce activity, then there are n number of websites available around the world. So your competition is a global level competition. Whereas traditional commercial activity, your competitors are available in limited geographical area. So you have a local competition. In many cases, business processes use traditional commerce activity very effectively, and they cannot be improved through technology. So traditional way of commerce, the people are not using technology much more because their competition is local. The product that customers prefer to touch or smell or examine precisely are difficult to sell using e-commerce. Like some of the branded cloth, you require to touch the material, okay. Some perfume, you have to smell it. Some very valuable jewelry, you require to examine properly before you want to purchase. So all these are difficult to sell using e-commerce. People majority will go for traditional commerce. For example, buyer will hesitate to buy perishable food. Perishable food means what? Which the food item which can be damage fast. Milk product, for example, fruit, for example, that they depend on local people, traditional commerce. Expensive jewelry, as I say, because we want to check the quality and purity of jewelry. High fashion cloth, the costly cloth, because the size and fitting difference available, as they cannot be examined closely before they purchase. Like we require to go for a trial, okay, in a trial room if we purchase costly clothing. In traditional commerce, the retail merchant with the years of experience create the store design that help to convenience the customer to purchase product. Now in traditional commerce, what happened that the shop owner or showroom owner, they have years of experience, so they arrange the product in such a way that it will be easy for customer to decide and find out the product as fast as possible. The arrangement of the product, this line can be asked in exam, so please mark them. This arrangement of product, store design and layout is called merchandising. Merchandising means how you design your showroom, how you prepare the layout, and how you arrange the product. Well, that is known as merchandising. And the merchant develop the skill of identify customer needs. They identify what are the needs of customer and find the product and service that meet to those needs. They arrange in such a way that first they study what are the needs, and then they arrange the product in such a way that the requirement and the availability of product must match with each other. But this art of merchandising can be difficult to implement over internet. In internet is difficult to arrange because the screen size of computer or mobile phone is limited. So arrangement of product is very big issue on website. Now before I go ahead in my lecture, there is a challenging question. There are two questions. Question number 1. If you want to arrange the mobile models in your mobile showroom, how you arrange the mobile models in your mobile showroom? In which order? How you keep them? Starting from costly up to cheap, popular to less popular to popular, brand wise, how and why? That is your first question. And second question, if you are preparing the mobile section page of Flipkart or Amazon website, then how you arrange mobile models on the website, in which order and why? These two are the challenging questions. Those who are interested in technology, accept this as a challenge. Search on Google, I don't mind, but I won't answer. Okay. Next part of this topic, some of the common features of traditional commerce is traditional commerce, local shop, local showroom, operate within certain period of time during business hours. Like for example, in our city, the shops are open from 10 o'clock morning and it will be closed at night 8 o'clock. So 10 to 8, that is called office hours. And you are able to participate in transaction only in these hours. Whereas in e-commerce, website is open 24 hours. Second point of traditional commerce is no sharing information with competitors. Now in traditional commerce, it is difficult to share the information of the competitor. Okay, for example, there are two shops. No, they cannot directly find out at what rate the competitor is selling the products. Whereas on internet, Amazon can able to find out at what rate Flipkart is selling, and Flipkart can able to find out what rate Amazon is selling. Even though Amazon and Flipkart, they want to hide this, but it's not possible. Whereas in traditional commerce, yes, it is possible. In traditional commerce, no sharing of information with competitor. Competitor cannot share their information with other competitor. They are successfully able to maintain the secrecy. Because sometimes in traditional commerce, the selling price is based on business relation. If if I have a showroom and if any known person comes to me and asks for discount, I may give. But the same discount I cannot give to everybody. Whereas in e-commerce, it is not possible. Now hiring of a salesperson, sales manager and many more. Now in traditional commerce, in the showroom, you have to hire. You have to recruit salesperson. We require separate sales manager and many other staff members to manage the shop. Plus in traditional commerce, location renting or purchasing, you have to either purchase showroom or you have to go for pay the rent of that. You have to go for advertisement. You have to go for inventory. Inventory means stock. The word inventory means stock. So if you have a showroom of mobile, then in that case, you require to keep some stock available with you. For example, if I am selling Apple phone, clear, then I require some Apple phone in my stock, because if suddenly some group of people come to purchase, and if stock not available, then it not indicate a good impression of the showroom. So I have to manage the stock, I have to maintain the stock register. Plus shipping of product is also matters. Sometimes home delivery also required. So these are the fundamental features of traditional mode of commerce. However, in today's fast-paced world, very important to break through the conventional rules. All these rules can be break through e-commerce. We need to adapt to the new ways of doing business worldwide using internet. So we can able to improve our business worldwide with the help of internet. Then some of the features of e-commerce are mentioned. Advertising of the product is done electrically. On e-commerce, you are able to do your business advertisement automatically. On website only, the product advertisement can be done. Offer, scheme, all these you can able to indicate and generate. Customers can browse through the product catalog and available offers. So people can see your web page and your website. They can see the catalog, product description, price and available offers. That all they can see at common page. E-payment system are used for receiving payment, you can able to get online payment with the help of a Google Pay, Paytm, wallet, net banking, credit card, debit card, all these possible on website. However, in e-commerce, in many cases, the payment on delivery, okay, now underline, most important, payment on delivery is also known as cash on delivery. The word payment on delivery is also known as cash on delivery. That is the most preferable option of e-commerce, especially in India. Now goods are delivered to the customer within few days. If I give order today, then the moment when I give the order on e-commerce, I get some date and I will get the delivery of product in that particular date range. Reduce the per transaction cost. Here the transaction cost is minimum because you are sending the order online. Otherwise, if you send order through printout, then the transaction cost will be more. Like for example, I type my requirement on a piece of paper, I take the printout, I send through courier. So all this expense has to be bare per transaction cost. Here you are doing online, so per transaction cost is very less because internet is many places almost free. Reduce the time taken to perform an overall transaction. If you know internet, you can able to do your transaction as fast as possible. Okay, and it take less time to give online order compared to traditional commerce, because in traditional commerce what happen? You go to so many shop and in many shop you compare the price and then finally you decide and then you purchase. So it is a bit time consuming, and here what happen? You can able to do the same thing very fast. Okay. Now the next topic is the situation of e-commerce in India that we discuss in the next lecture. We will stop our lecture over here. Before I conclude lecture, I ask you two questions. Okay, so please think about that. Question number 1 is, if you have a showroom of mobile phone, have you arranged mobile phone in which order and why? And second question is, if you have want to create the mobile page of Flipkart or Amazon or any other website, then on website have you arranged mobile phone as a product? Okay, you can write your answer in comments. As usual, I am desperately waiting for your answers as fast as possible, so please participate. And again I clarify, I promise you that I will prepare one special video about how bot set tough MCQ from which area, which is under progress, and probable next week I upload it. Okay, and you will come to know variety of areas where board exam related MCQs prepare. Till then, please take care of yourself. Thank you.